XQC put out a tweet saying Twitch has cracked down on bots in the 2 to 3 days, and viewbotters/victims of viewbotting have been exposed. Streamers that are part of groups/orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. I don't want to start witch hunts, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself.
Bro said he don't want to start nothing, but yet he started something. Bro, come on. What's up with that? Make it make sense. We got Omeezy, and this is your favorite streamer is faking their views. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see what's going on, bro. Whoa.
I'm trying to figure out what the going on. I'm speaking of, I can't say names, but there's literally a streamer right now that literally told me, I'm not gonna say his name because he can come out and say it when he wants to say it. He's probably gonna say it soon, that he's being botted. Yet he didn't get hit. He's a top streamer that has been being botted for months, and he's not hit, and I'm getting hated on. And that body probably live right now with 30,000 there right now. Which also led to him showing me DMs of the person that gives him the bots working with a streamer that's whatever.
There's a new epidemic in streaming, and no, it's not the
Dang, they got world crash not.
dumb IRL content people put out. It's view botting, and we have to talk about it. So for those of you who don't know what view botting
Oh, bro, standing up.
is, it's essentially these AI robotic bots that flood people's streams to inflate their numbers.
I always thought view botting is like when the viewers, the one that like buying the views for the streamers, since the streamers be saying they don't be doing it, I be thinking it's like the viewers the one that be buying it. Like I said, that's why I always be so confused with that type of stuff. So
now people are probably trying to figure out why somebody would want to do that, why somebody would want to know that. How do you know this, Omar, etc., etc. The way that people are doing this comparison is they are looking at people's views, their chats, their history, and seeing how consistent it is. It doesn't make too much like sense that people are having, let's say, 20,000 people in their live chat at one time, and they're only getting 1 to 2 chats per minute, if that makes sense, right? I
mean, yeah, I can see that part right there. Cause man, like, yeah, now on YouTube can be a little different. But like, bro, I be having some people. I had a little couple. Like, I had a couple of them, but they don't really. Yeah, YouTube's a little different. Cause they on YouTube, they definitely ain't saying it. They just, like I said, I probably can rock with YouTube. Cause you know, YouTube, they more just gonna like the viewers, them. The audience of whoever, they just pop up, bro. They don't really be chatting. They just want to watch you play. Then again, them could be view, but I don't know. But then it be sometime they'll chat. But then, like I said, it be like YouTube be doing that right there to me though. Like, not view buying, but like the chat, they'll come in, like some viewer, they'll come in, just look at you play, bro. I'll be like, hey, so quiet.
20,000 people were sitting there watching you, and only 2 people were commenting every minute. That doesn't really add up. Now, I do want to acknowledge as well, this isn't something that's new to the game. I mean, people get botted sales in albums or movies or whatever the case may be. Companies go in and buy people's CDs and stuff like that. The problem with it is, in this community and content creation, we have an authenticity problem. People want authentic content. And when people feel as if the machine is running the creator, then it doesn't feel as authentic. Okay, now that you know that, let's get back into the video. Now, in the past, if anybody had ever claimed that anybody was botting for views, people would brush it off and say that this person was a hater. It was usually used as a tactic to discredit anybody's quality of streams, but it was something that was actually going on but could not be proven. That's until Twitch came out with their own statement just a couple weeks ago. On July 28th, Twitch reported a quick update on view counts. We have a team and tech dedicated to ensure that views that show up on channels reflect actual viewership and aren't artificially inflated in any way. Ultimately, metrics on Twitch should represent the real and growing communities that show up and participate on channels, so we regularly update detection tools and methods. We recently made changes that meaningfully improved our ability to identify view bots, inauthentic viewership, and other potential fake engagement. These changes will roll out over the next few weeks. So if your channel was view botted, or if some of your viewers are artificial or inflated, you will see an impact on your channel's view count. This also means that third-party sites that publish unverified Twitch view counts are going to see changes to that data over time. I think that there's one thing that I really want to
see. I see why some people, like, they was upset with this. Like, it's certain people that were upset with this, and I was looking at it like, yo, this a good thing though, cause now, like I said, I be streaming on Kick, so I know that like some view bots in there, but you know, I don't know, you know, I just know There's some view bots in that Joker. I know there's some view bots. I be streaming on Kick, so yes, I know there's some view bots in that now, bro. I know. But yeah, over here on Twitch, I'm like, that's good then, bro. So, you know, that made me want to go over there now. You know, hey, I don't want no, I don't want no view box, bro. But yeah, that's me. I said this is a good thing though. But some people trying to like make it into a bad thing.
Note from here is this very last paragraph here. We recognize that viewbotting can be out of the streamer's control. Just keep that tidbit, put it to the back of your brain, because that's going to come up with a lot of these conversations. Twitch never said when they would roll out the big sweeping changes, but Detective/Professor XQC got on the job and started hunting down these channels, checking their metrics and establishing patterns between different streamers. XQC put out a tweet saying, Twitch has cracked down on bots in the 2 to 3 days, and viewbotters/victims of viewbotting have been exposed. Streamers that are part of groups/orgs are seemingly being botted much more heavily. I don't want to start witch hunts, but the data is interesting. Go see for yourself.
Bro said he don't want to start nothing, but yet he's starting something. Bro, come on. What's up with that? Make it make sense.
Now, there's a couple of reasons why XQC would be doing this. First, it is very interesting data. It is pulling back the curtain for a lot of these people who are aspiring content creators to actually see that, hey, you know, a lot of times we look up to these people, and while they did start very genuinely, today they are not as genuine as you probably thought they were. They're probably doing some sort of tactic in order to boost their views, boost their streams, boost whatever audience they claim to have. And while they still hold a massive audience, it's just not as big as they think. And number two, XQC just got voted as the streamer of the decade. And a lot of people question his acumen, but something that he has maintained over the past couple years is that he remains the most authentic, least view-botted streamer. He doesn't belong to any organization. He doesn't belong to any conglomerate. He's not doing these things himself. He doesn't have a community that does the botting. It is just him doing the streaming and genuine support. Who he's really targeting here are the phases of the world, the AMPs of the world, the DDGs of the world, you know, the WL community, saying that, hey, there's a lot of you.
Bro is attacking the black brothers. He is attacking the brothers. He is attacking the people.
Over here, the people that you think are the most popular aren't from authentic viewership. He states that by saying, I've been thinking why orgs would bot heavily. Then the answer seemed almost obvious. Talent agencies receive a percentage from ad streams their talent does. By inflating the streamers, they can sell massive ad packages in bulk and take in much higher sums. To put simply, fraud. Now, to me, this is not a big new concept. This isn't anything that I'm surprised about. We see it all the time in the music industry. You'll see artists post about X amount of sales, X amount of streams, and then when it comes to looking into the real meat and potatoes, they only have like 12,000 physical sold. But their music was all over the radio, was all over these platforms. It was the hottest song of the summer. We'll see that everyone is talking about a television show, but ultimately we'll see that the television show gets canceled because not enough viewership. Have you ever seen something where everybody was talking about it online, but maybe in real life nobody knew about it, nobody knew where to find it, nobody knew where it really existed? That's because there's a machine behind all these things pumping it. Now, because there are some insecurities in the streaming world, plus this is just juicy by nature, this obviously is going to spark some sort of witch hunt.
There is a good chance that a lot of these guys, I would never accuse anybody of the heinous evil crime of viewbotting themselves. I would never do that. But these numbers sure seem kind of weird, right? I mean, like, damn, what the fuck? Like, it seems like that's not the way it would be, right? Let's see if I can find Your Rage Gaming. Let's see how Your Rage Gaming is. Not a good day to be Your Rage Gaming.
I want to bring back something that I talked about at the beginning of the video, is the fact that some of these people aren't doing these things intentionally. Their communities are doing the viewbotting. It's a very simple process to get a bunch of people to these.
See, that's what I'm thinking, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I believe that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's like, yeah, I believe it's the view. I mean, which I hope it's not, but I'm starting to believe like it could be like possibly like one of the viewers that like buying like the view box and just like doing that, whatever. Which is crazy though, which they shouldn't be doing. But if they doing that, then that's wild. That's crazy. Not gonna hold you.
People's platforms, which we understand that these communities are built on the backs of like diehard fanboys and fangirls of these creators. So it's not necessarily that the creator themselves is doing the view botting. It's just the simple fact that they are being view botted in general. The only time that it becomes bad is when people feel as if the creator themselves is doing the view botting. And that's when it becomes like a disgusting, disingenuous game, which again, I believe that all of them have at some point attempted to do something to artificially actually inflate numbers. Like I don't know. When I started peeling back the layers of the onions and figured out that it's not the community that's clipping these people, they're actually paying a shit ton of money to clip these people. At that point, everything became available under the sun. But now that we've established a baseline of what this is where XQC opened.
But what if it ain't? But what if it not like the viewer? It just someone up there who don't like that person. And they doing that because, you know, it could be that too. Like, it could be like a viewer who don't like that streamer gonna get him view box, so they can mess up his whatever his actual views and stuff like that. It could be that too, man. I'm all around right now, bro. My brain going, bro.
Up a can of worms, whether they be valid or invalid cans of worms, he still opened them. That started this turmoil in the streamer community where it was essentially a Salem witch trial for view botting. You know what the Salem witch trial? Hold on, I'll explain. So the Salem witch trials are, wait a minute, I'm not gonna explain that. It's a book, go read a book, but it's basically about people pointing fingers at each other saying that you're a witch, you're a witch, you're a witch. So now everybody is saying you're a botter, you're a botter, you're a botter. Cut the video off, go read the book, come back, it'll make a lot more sense.
I thought the top dog in Twitch politics was Asmongold, but something shifted yesterday, and it turns out we actually have a similar number of viewers, as a matter of fact. I mean, he was hitting like 50K every day. He was always like 20K above wherever I was. Sometimes even 60K. I would have like 30K to 40K. He would have 60K. And now it seems like we have the same number of viewers, which is, I don't know what it is.
Once Twitch enabled this view botting detection system that they implemented, it hit everybody, what seemed to be everybody's accounts. There were accusations as to this is why Kai Cenat wasn't streaming. There were accusations about really your favorite content creator being hit with some sort of view bots and kind of pointing fingers saying that they were doing it without fully claiming it for potential legal reasons. And I'll say this, I think that everybody's always had thoughts about who is actually watching these streamers, because there's no way that all of a sudden these platforms like Twitch or Kick or YouTube streaming or Rumble or whatever the case may be can have all these eyes all the time, all of a sudden. There would be nights where I would go on platforms like Twitch and I would see literally like 5 to 10 people from my side of the internet with 70K plus views. And I'm no mathematician, but what is that? 10 people getting 70,000 plus views? Is that like a 77 million? 77 million? Let me do the math really quick. Oh, that's only 700,000. Look, but even at 700,000 people, that's still a lot of people from just my side of the internet. That doesn't also include all the other sides that were pulling off massive numbers as well. And that would be just on the Twitch platform. So people have always been curious about how all this viewership all of a sudden started flooding to these people that were seemingly nobodies just a year and a half ago. But what I do find interesting and what I do find actually quite disgusting as well is that this attack or witch hunt has been, you know, attacking the people that people considered to be seemingly nobodies just a couple years ago. It's the WL community. By that I mean Rage, Ron, Silky, Lacey, Kai Cenat, DDG, all of a sudden these types of people. They were getting attacked left, right, and sideways, and I'm actually glad that they stepped up and stuck their necks out for each other and themselves.
Yo, what happened, bro? What's this cryptic message?
Well, that's not cryptic.
Who you talking about?
Bro, you ain't see Twitter? What the fuck was that?
What happened on Twitter?
Bro.
Are you talking about XQC?
Hey, bro.
Oh, no, he's retarded.
I'm gonna be live tomorrow and it's about to look dumb as fuck.
He's using Rage as view botting. Does he genuinely think... Okay, I'm gonna assume he's using him as an example, right? So I'm gonna retaliate. XQC's take is that between the August 20th to August 23rd, which is today, Twitch cracked down on viewership. Is that correct? Okay, let's just say it is a fact. Let's say they did adjust it in the last 3 days. I didn't know it was the last 3 days. I take that back. I want to apologize to the chat. They took it back the last 3 days. These are days where he's doing content. Now stay with me, chat. Stay with me. This is my last Caretaker. Wow, that's a banger stream. He has a series that he's doing where he does Caretaker. Caretaker Day 2. Okay, you know what? People already saw the hype of the first one, but he's still going to have a good amount of viewership because people still want to see it. 30,000 viewers, that's amazing. I can't even believe that's a joke. Guys Night, this is amazing. Yugi and Arky Day 4, right? I'm old. His birthday, 0.8 hours. First and foremost, I'm pointing to it, by the way. I'm using my fingers right now. 20,000 viewers, 0.8 hours. This isn't even a full stream. So, of course, it's not going to be crazy difference. You're not going to see followage. It's a short stream. 24,000 viewers. I've had enough. Notice something. YRG only stream. Keep it low key. Was he age restricted here? Yes or no? Yes. When you're age restricted, and he was lagging. I can't wait until someone like Rage goes live and then you guys see. You know what I did notice still before I even say anything? People are so quick to jump the gun. So quick to jump the gun. So quick to jump the gun. It's actually crazy.
The reason why I think that all this
Yeah, it crazy because what you call out saying he don't want to start nothing, but he's what SQC said he don't want to start nothing, but he literally starting something. It's like he always is giving that he always want to start something with those WL community folks, but you know, I guess his audience loves that type of stuff. Is that what it's giving? I guess his audience loves that type of, I don't know, drama mess. But yeah.
is overblown is because we are talking about situations that can be explained thoroughly. And to be honest with you, stuff that really doesn't even matter. The only reason why it matters is because in some instances, some of these streamers are bruising the egos of some of the more legacy acts, which we have seen in the past before. This isn't about being some sort of sheriff. This is more about being some sort of Karen. And that's what XQC and some of the other streamers are doing when they are blindly trying to attack these people, specifically knowing that it might not even be them that is doing the botting, but the organization behind them that could potentially be doing the botting, or hell, even their fans that are doing the botting. Even
like I said, it could be like like I'm just making an example. It could be like one of SQC's, one of his viewers going over there and like giving them view botting. It could be that too.
If you were to prove that, hey, this person was being botted, you can't say specifically that it was them being botted by themselves or somebody else.
Whether it's a group, you know, an organization botting, whether it's a management company botting, whether it's an agency botting, whether it's an obsessed fan or an obsessed hater botting. That's
the part. It's like that's the part I'm talking about. It could be an obsessed hater, a hater botter, a hater view botter or whatever. It could be one of them that doing that.
I don't know what is real of the people who watch me.
Now, even though XQC did take back his words about your rage, he still opened up Pandora's box. And I think the reason why this is nasty to do is because streaming is supposed to be seen as this really natural, really organic, really authentic act of creating content. It's where the bros are sitting with the bros and they're having just a grand old time. Hell, it's even something that, you know, basketball players and stuff aspire to be as opposed to their own career, which I think there's a little bit of lie in that, but hey, that's what Devin Booker said.
Well, shit, bro. It's a good thing that you did because that shit ended up, you know what I mean, panning out to say the least.
Hell no, there's more money in this shit, bro. I should be doing what y'all doing.
You think? Nah, I don't know.
But now when you unveil that curtain like that, it creates this nasty game where people are calling each other out left, right, and sideways. Some putting names on bullets, some not putting names on bullets. But when you don't put a name on a bullet, it leaves it up for interpretation. So when Rage made his claim earlier in the video, people started speculating left, right, and sideways. And of course, here's DDG being thrown under the bus by none other than XQC for view botting claims.
That he's being botted, yet he didn't get hit. He's a top streamer that has been being botted for months.
Now, go look at the stats and go find out who it is, right? When we find who it is, we need to put the name out there, and then we need to pressure that person. When that person is pressured, then they better get mad at him. They better get mad at Rage for throwing some shade at him. They better get mad. They're gonna get mad surely, right? And they're gonna sell business, and they're gonna get mad at your Rage for calling him out. Also, a number of people or whatever. And how many 40K streamers are there out there? Not a lot. You could probably just figure it out right now. I'll actually, I'll do it myself. Okay, you got me. It's DDG. I said it.
Oh, you said
See, he don't even know that for sure though.
I'm botting. Listen, yeah, I do not care enough to bot no goddamn views. You think if I'm spending all this money, bro, you think I'm finna motherfucking pay for some goddamn bots? I don't care that much.
Well, I do think that it's a good idea that Twitch is taking care of people manipulating the system because those people are just farming ad dollars. There's literal channels out there that aren't producing any sort of content, that are boosting their viewership on the live portion of it and then just selling off ads personally, or just farming the Twitch ad system, which ultimately can create another adpocalypse. I don't have to go to another explanation about that, please. That's where the ad money gets strucken down from these platforms or whatever the case may be. But doing things like that can create another adpocalypse. So that is nasty. That is wrong. But unfortunately, for the situation where there are individual creators actually creating good content, and they're real people, then whether they're view botting or not doesn't change my depiction of them. Honestly, I've come to the realization as a content creator that there is no authentic way to do this. Sure, there are some authentic acts out there, but but honestly, those are more legacy acts. I'm starting to see that a lot of people, just like in any other industry, are putting a lot of money into their content, into their game, into their process and stuff like that. Sorry to peel back the curtain, the layers on the onion, whatever case you want to say. Like, that's just the reality of the situation. Do I think it's 100% right? No. Do I understand the nature of the game? Yes. Do you complain about the game? Probably not. You just try to figure out a way to play the game. Shouts out to the creators that are doing it authentically and organically, but we knew that there had to be something going on with this big bubble of streaming going on in the past couple of years. It was just a question of when it was gonna burst, and this is probably the first slow leak. Remember this video.
And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. Hey, yo, wildin', bro. It's wildin', bro. Just assuming that it's those type of people, but you already know, man. Link up in the description, all that good stuff, man.